do not, I repeat, do not sleep on these beauty items. Hey guys, welcome back to Sheri Approved. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Listen, these really stood out in terms of beauty products that I've been using throughout the year. And today I want to share some with you. I might have to do another video, but let's just get right into it. Now, the first thing I actually reviewed on my Instagram a while ago, and it is the Mali Beauty Poreless Face Defender. And guys, like, don't sleep. Get this. If you have oily skin and you wear makeup, this is a must-have item. So Mali Beauty actually calls this the celebrity secret weapon. It is not a new product. This has been around for years and years and years. And from time to time, I would have heard about it, you know, coming up probably through videos. I would have seen it in blogs and so on. But in my opinion, it hasn't been like a viral product. And then when I looked at the price, I'm like, I think I could probably find something else to do what this is doing. I never picked it up until this year when I saw Rose and Ben demoed it on her Instagram page. And I was like, okay, no, that's it. I really, really need to pick it up. And guys, I picked it up. I already have 3 backups. It is that important. So the thing about it is this is like so weird, so unique, very, very innovative. Mali Beauty describes this as the high-tech alternative to powder. Like, I'm literally reading this off of how they marketed, right? They said it can be used as a primer, as a finishing touch to lock in your makeup, or worn alone as a skin perfector. It is utterly sheer, they describe it, and it is a lightweight formula that instantly diffuses the look of pores, fine lines, and gives a soft focus effect to the skin. Every single claim that they have made is absolutely true. Now, you may read these types of things in the marketing of products and I think like, yeah, this is the regular jargon now, but nah, this is the real deal. So the thing about it is like, yeah, mine is a yeah, it looks not the cleanest, but anyway, hear me out. The thing about it is like this particular material, like when you touch it, you're like, what is this? It feels like a hard gel silicone type of something. It is very, very, very difficult to describe. And it actually comes with a sponge that you dip into this product and then pat on your skin. Now, what this does and what I really bought it for me specifically is because I have oily skin. And yeah, while I might be using mattifying foundations and powders and setting your face and so on, especially when I'm out for very long hours or I might be going from event to event and I just want to take off the little bit of extra shine that has probably come through on my makeup and ensure that it's looking fresh, never cakey, which could sometimes happen if you kind of like reapply powder or use a blotting powder. Sometimes this thing works like magic. It will literally just lift off the oil and your makeup looks fresh as though it was just applied. That was the first thing that completely blew me away, because yes, you could probably use powder, you could probably use blotting papers, but I find that blotting papers can sometimes remove the makeup and pick it up as well. This does not do that. It does not disturb the makeup. It is so amazing. It works so well that after my second time using it, I was like, nah boy, I need to have this in like all my purses, and literally it lives in my purse. Now it does come with a mirror, so you can actually see to touch up. A really good mirror too, if I must say so myself, to touch up on the go. And you do get the sponge. They also do send you a little carrying case so you can put your sponge in it, so it's not like going to be touching other things in your bag. But of course, while I use it for that purpose, that's not the only thing that I use it for. So I have tried this as a primer. It works so well. It really diffuses like the pores on the skin, gives that like really blurred effect on the skin. Foundation works beautifully on top of it. The only way that I have not tried this product, which is a way that you can also do it, is to actually set your foundation in place of regular powder. I haven't tried that yet. I will try, but I know that a lot of people also do that, so they don't actually have to apply powder on top, especially if you're probably using maybe a more glowy foundation. So I have to try that way, but just for the ways that I have used it, which is as a primer and to touch up my makeup, oh my goodness, like this, if you are oily, if you have an oily T-zone, this is a must-have. I don't know, when I decide to film is when like everybody's decide to make noise. The dogs don't ever stop. The neighbors suddenly decide that they want to cut their grass. Somebody doing some construction work. Some big loud truck will decide to pass like, oh gosh, all yeah. Anyway, so the next item that I must talk about is this. And this is the K18 Leave-In Molecular Repair Hair Mask. This is the full size. I actually picked up the little trial size early on in 2022. But this right here is the truth. The reason why I want to talk about this is because if you need to repair your hair. Let's say you've done a lot of coloring, you've done bleaching to your hair, you use a lot of heat in your hair, and your hair will get damaged from these types of services. You probably do relaxers very often or other types of chemical processing to your hair. Then you need this. Now, this was one of the things that I also saw a lot in my feed. It would come up on Instagram and so on. And I honestly thought that this was probably just an alternative to Olaplex. Now, I used Olaplex for several years, and then it was last year, I think, I told you guys about the experience that I had. And the number 3, which is supposed to be the thing that does all the bond building and so on, my hair had like a bad experience. My hair started to fall out with that product and yada, yada, yada. Anyways, I know that a lot of people swear by Olaplex, and I know that it works for a lot of people. So I wanted to be able to have something so that I could do like a really deep treatment or hair repair kind of product. And while I saw K18 floating around, I knew it was expensive. I was like, I don't know about spending that money. So I was glad that I was able to get the small size, because then immediately, guys, you all see what happened. I had to get the full size. Let me tell you guys about this and why this is different to Olaplex, and why I will say forget about Olaplex. This is where you need to go. It's no lie that Olaplex definitely paved the way when it came to the whole concept of bond building. Olaplex really built a strong market, did a lot of education when it comes to how to use these products and their whole system in order to build the bonds of your hair. But it's important to understand how Olaplex works and how K18 works. So to break it down and make it as simple as possible, at least in the way I have understood it from my research, Olaplex works to repair damage by repairing or smoothing over broken disulfide bonds in the hair, which is more at the surface level. So I kind of think about, like, you know, when you have a little pothole in your road and they come and just fill it, and, you know, they didn't like do a proper job, but they fill it so that you could drive over it without like going down inside the pothole, but there wasn't like actually road works to repair the issue. In my mind, that is kind of like what Olaplex does. K18, on the other hand, works at a molecular level. In other words, it is able, because of the technology and all that jazz, to penetrate the hair strand and repair the vertical keratin chains within your hair. Now, those chains are what are responsible for the actual hair structure and the health of your hair. So K18 will basically go into each strand of hair, reconnect those chains, and restore your hair back to a healthy state. So while Olaplex will definitely give you some repair and you will definitely feel the hair smoother because it is repairing on a surface level, K18 is going into the hair strand and helping to repair and restore your hair from the damage it would have experienced from the actual structure of the hair. They actually make the claim that they are able to restore the hair back to the natural state in terms of the hair strength and without that damage. Now, one of the things I love about K18 is how easy it is to use. K18 actually recommends that you use it for the first 6 washes, and then after that every 3 to 4 washes, just to maintain your hair. So you will shampoo your hair as you would usually do it, making sure that your hair is clean, towel dry your hair, and then apply the K18 to your hair. It is a leave-in treatment. You do not apply any other conditioner before K18. It needs to go directly on your clean hair. And in fact, when you're using this, you can actually skip the conditioner step and proceed directly to applying your other products and styling as usual. The key is that it must be applied to clean hair. And the second thing is that after application, you must leave it for at least 4 minutes. That's way less than Olaplex number 3, if I must say so myself. Just 4 minutes for it to do what it has to do, and then you can proceed as per usual. Proceeding as per usual could mean that you go ahead to blow dry, you go ahead to style. You can actually go ahead and apply your regular hair products. And in my case, I do apply my other styling products, and then I proceed to blow dry or flat iron my hair. Now, when I used it the first time, I was like, okay, all right, no problem. But by the third time, I could tell a difference in how my hair felt, how it looked, the shine, the bounce. My hair actually felt healthier. But the real test is when I actually went to get my hair relaxed by my hairdresser the last time. She's like, we don't need to cut, we don't need to trim, we don't even need to do any treatment. No, she will always tell me that I take generally good care of my hair, but this was the first time that she actually made this special mention, like, you're taking very good care of your hair, Sheri. So, I mean, if you do not actually have hair damage, then you might use this and you might be like, I don't really see the hype. The thing is, this is specifically to repair damaged hair. And the K18 actually also makes the claim that the more damaged the hair is, the better the results that you will actually see from the product. It's also important to know how much you should use. So they recommend between 1 to 3 pumps depending on how thick your hair is or how long your hair is. So my hair is on the thinner side. 1 pump is enough for me. And when you are applying it, you start on the ends and then you work your hair with the excess to the roots of the hair. So this is a product that I had to mention because seriously, especially if you do have damaged hair and you're thinking like, oh my god, I'm probably gonna have to cut out all my hair or this, that, or the other. Like, try this. Try K18. And while it might seem pricey, this full size will actually last me more than a year because I'm just using one pump. But even if you are using the maximum, which is 3 pumps per use, after you've gotten over those first couple washes, and then you're going to be using it every 3 to 4 washes, taken into consideration, if you wash your hair probably once a week, this would actually last you about 7 to 8 months. To me, that is very good value for money. Now, let me just give you all the tea here because there are 2 other products that has come out on the market this year that is definitely giving Olaplex competition, but I am wondering how they work in comparison to K18 or if they're a little bit different. And one is from Living Proof. It is their triple bond complex, and they say it is a leave-in repair treatment that is proven to rebuild the structure of the hair. And this one has a patent pending as well, but this one you actually need to leave in your hair for 10 minutes. And the other one is a brand called ePress, I believe is the name of it, and it's actually created by the scientist who created Olaplex. So he left Olaplex and now he has created his own product, which is supposedly way better for bond repairing as well. At some point in time, I may try those. If you guys have tried it, I'd love to hear it in the comments down below. But yeah, just be prepared because those 2 hit the market in 2022, so the hair game is on. The other item is a makeup sponge, and this is from a brand called Stands Out Beauty Company, and this is their makeup blending sponge. So I'm going to show you what a new one looks like. So this is it in the packaging because I have 1, 2... Well, I should have 3 backups of this, but I am not seeing one of them. So right now I can account for 2 backups for sure, but I did purchase another one. I don't know where it is, but this is the one that I'm actually using right now. And this thing looks like a regular piece of like foam. And honestly, when I got it after... Okay, let me go back a little bit, right? So I saw a couple of my favorite, more mature YouTubers talking about this Stands Out Beauty Sponge and talking about like how it blends out foundation so well, and after you use this you're not going to go to any other sponge. And I was hearing it for a while, and then for Amazon Prime Day, I think in July, I picked up 2 actually. I got it. Once I started using it, I was like, oh gosh. Oh gosh, they are right. But the thing about it, I'm not gonna lie, when it came and I took it out of the packaging and I felt it's like, this is a piece of foam they cut and put in here and selling it for like so much money, I was a little bit skeptical about that. But the truth is I haven't found anything quite like this. Now, it's always soft, whether it's wet or it's dry. You could use it wet or dry. In fact, you could wash it when you just get it. And after that, they say, I mean, you could just wash it to keep it clean, but you don't necessarily need to have this damp. Like, you will need to have like a damp beauty blender to like blend out your foundation and so on. And guys, I have to tell you that this is what I use like 90 out of 100 times to apply my foundation because it is so fast and so smooth and just makes applying foundation so quick, so easy, and it looks so beautiful. Now, it does have multiple sides, and they say that you should change this out every 6 months. So I am at just around the 6-month mark, like 5 months or so since I've had this. And you can see, like, this is the side that I use more. So you can see it's like, it's dug up and stuff now. But you also have these other sides. Like, you can use every single side of this. There's actually like a little slant here that you're probably not going to be able to see because of the lighting. But it's cut in very interesting ways. So because of the curves and the flat sides and so on, this is just going to patch your foundation everywhere. You could get around your nose easily. You could do concealer with this. In fact, they say that this could replace 7 to 10 brushes because you could also use this with powders, with creams, with liquids. I use this specifically for foundation. I sometimes do concealer with this, but primarily foundation and other cream products like cream blush and so on, which I've been getting into, and it works so beautifully. When they had a sale recently, again, that's when I picked up the other 2 backups. It is amazing. And if I honestly had to compare this to the original Beauty Blender, I will hands down choose this over that. Like this, I don't know, it just seems like a little piece of foam. Somebody can make this and like make it cheaper. But definitely pick it up on sale. You can find this on Amazon. If you do see it on sale, definitely pick it up and give it a try. Like, I'm telling you, it is going to change your foundation game. Next, we have some eyeshadow palettes. And I have 5 out of the 6 from this collection, which I have been purchasing over the last couple months because I fell in love with the first 2 that I bought, and then I just started buying them one by one. This one is completely a Tati made me buy it, and these are the Profusion Cosmetics 5-shade palettes. It's from their Blooming Hues, I think, collection that they probably would have released either in, I think, spring or summer, something like that. And these palettes, you can find them on Amazon, Walmart, and so on, and they retail for around $6 US. You can actually get it cheaper. Sometimes it goes on sale for $3 or $4. In fact, I haven't paid $6 for any of these. These are extremely budget friendly, and they perform so high end. Like, I couldn't believe it. Now Tati was talking about how for the price of these, she was completely blown away. Now Profusion is one of those drugstore brands, like budget friendly brands, that is known for having some good shadows, but the quality of these is definitely like a cut above the rest of their shadows. I don't know if they change the formula. I don't delve so much into the formula of eyeshadows and stuff in that sense, but these are so good. I will try to include some swatches of these and probably do something like a little bit more detailed on Instagram. But like, if you are into color, I probably don't want to pick up something that is more high end, because it's not the thing that you reach for on a regular. This is a really good way to do it and to be able to get like some fantastic shadow formulas. So I am actually wearing the Romantic Rose palette on my eyes today, and I will probably try to insert a clip of how I created this. But my eye look contains every single shade, and in all the palettes you will get about 2 or 3 matte shades. You will get like a shimmery or a satin shade, and then you get this absolutely gorgeous glitter that you can apply with your fingers, or you can apply with like a flat dense brush. Actually applied it with a brush on my eye today, just tapped it right in the center of my eyes to get this look. The matte shades blend out so well. Like, I was so impressed, because I mean, anybody can make shimmers, but you see mattes, like, yeah, the quality of the mattes are really good. The color stories are very interesting, because it will definitely make you experiment and probably put colors together that you probably would not have thought about doing. But I have used all of these and I absolutely love them. I mean, just look at this shimmer. Let me see if I can kind of swatch it. Oh my god, look at that. Absolutely stunning. Oh gosh, I said shimmer, but it's actually glitter. All of the palettes will have this pressed glitter in the middle, and the glitter is, oh my goodness, like so gorgeous. I purchased all of them on Amazon, and they came wrapped and packaged so beautifully. Like, I was really impressed. This one that I'm going to show you here, this Peaceful Peony, is probably my most used, because it is like the most neutral one out of all of them, yet it still packs a punch. So I'm actually missing one from the collection, which I definitely intend to pick up. And product number 5 that I want to share with you, like, again, this is a product, it is an underdog, it is underrated, but don't sleep on it. And I did talk about this earlier this year, I believe, and it is the Lanvina Vitamin C Scrub Cream, and it looks like this. This is a body scrub that completely, like, through me. So it is not a sugar scrub the way I usually like sugar scrubs. This one actually has pecan grains in a very creamy formula, and when you apply it to your skin, you think like, okay, this is gentle, it's not going to be doing much, it's all right, okay, no problem, fine. And it does what it has to do. You rinse it off, and then the skin will feel smooth the way it will feel like if you use one of your favorite body scrubs. But the thing that gets me with this one, and the thing that I think makes it a cut above the rest, is the extra softness of the skin. I can't describe it. Like, I have a girlfriend who also loves this, and every time she uses it, she will send me a message. She's like, Sheri, what they put in this thing? Yeah, what they put in this? Because it just works so well. So the softness of the skin, like, it's just next level. But not only that, it lasts for a few days, especially if you bring this all on your legs and your feet and so on. You will absolutely notice a difference with this. I mean, this does have vitamin C for some brightening. It does have some sodium hyaluronate for hydrating the skin, some other antioxidants and so on. So I mean, the idea is that if you continue to use it regularly, you should see some improvement in any dark spots or hyperpigmentation that you might have on your body, on your legs and so on. But just the extra softness that I feel on my skin using this, like, wow. Yeah, wow. It is so gentle but so effective, and that's how I love my product. Guys, thank you so much for staying with me today, listening to my rant on products that I have absolutely fallen in love with, products that I think are worth your money, products that blew me away, products that blew away my expectations. I mean, they really overperformed. I was expecting good things, but they overperformed, and I am so happy, and I highly recommend these. I do have a couple other things that I have been using during this year. If you guys want to hear about it, let me know in the comments down below. And I would love to hear about a product that, you know, you were probably expecting good things from, but it really exceeded your expectations. Definitely tell me about it down below. Remember to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in another video soon. Take care. Bye.